Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Azukai here, bringing to you the third day of the scoring phase. We've got only a few matches tonight. We've got a lot of people who have given up during this phase. So, I'll run through all of the matches for tonight. In the A division, we have BXWL versus Kami. From the B division, we had GPPC versus XLZT. And from the C division, we have GNG versus RN. And from the D division, we had TID versus Anna. Unfortunately for GPPC versus XLZT, XLZT gave up, so GPPC earns the point. For the C division, GNG versus RN, RN gave up, and so the point will go for GNG. We're gonna be so for the first round we're gonna be watching obviously BWX BXWL versus Kami, otherwise named Buzangwang Buxiang Jiang 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 Wan Le and versus Kamikaze. For the second match, we'll be watching XManJiaYing, otherwise XMJY versus Ghost. Oh yeah, I didn't run off the. So for the second round, there is HX versus NOP from the A division. From the B division, we have Valk versus TKT. From the C division, obviously we have XMJY versus GST. I mean, like, it should have been GHT, not GST. That sounds like goods and services tax. And in the D division, we have OF versus GT. Unfortunately, Valk versus TKT, we have Valk giving up, so TKT earns the point. But on that, we are good to go. I will give you guys. So only 2 matches are playing for the first round. Then we have 3 matches going out for the second round. So I hope you guys enjoy the commentary. But on that, let's just wait for us to start. About 4 minutes to go. Waiting on 3 members from the other team. I mean, like, 4 minutes to go before we hit the initial time. We're still waiting on 3 more members from BXWL. BXWL? How many times I can say that? Kami is going to be very easy. Kamikaze! Man! I need like a phonetics teacher. There's so many things that it's super hard to say, like... I honestly don't like Richie. Seriously, like, how? Like, I'm looking at the name and I'm just like, how do I say it? BUXIANGWANLE. Le? Li? La? Li? Li? Is it Li? Le? Or is it Le? 3 minutes or 5 minutes delay. It's 3 minutes delay. 3 minutes delay like normal. It's 3 minutes delay like normal. Looks like one more of the BUXIANGWANLE. 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 Le? Le. Go with Le. Xiang? Xiang? I think it's Xiang. Yangwanle. Feel like I'm saying it wrong. Man, I'm a butcher so many of these names. Why can't things just be in English? Oh, and then you have just like XLTZ, and it's just XLTZ, and I'm just like, what? I'm pretty sure that stands for something. And then they have another, so like a lot of, I've just noticed that there's actually a lot of teams that actually have double ups, because like we got the ManJiaYing, the ManJiaYing actually have XManJiaYing, so we'll be watching the we'll be watching the ManJiaYing battle versus their opponent in the next battle anyway. Versus Ghost. Ghost is easy. Actually, it's goods and services. GST, goods and services tax. Yeah, all in all, I'm not sure what to expect from this team. I think I've seen KAMIKAZE before. I think they've been in the low. I think they've ranked very low before. Let's see if they do a better job this time. BXWL, first time I've seen these guys. Let's hope guys do well. Though I do recognize this name. He ranks pretty high in ranking. Or he beats my ass at least. Oh, so does Blue as well. Looks like these guys crossed over from other team. These two together by the looks of it. Oh, these three. Or no, different kanji here. Oh, no, different kanji both sides. That's confusing. Alrighty. Really close to getting this started. Just waiting for one person right now. Go, 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 go. One person. Wait, please. Let's start. Please. Ah! One people was dead. Thank you, Kami, for waiting. Sorry. They're trying to get started real quick. I'm actually gonna go put on some cream real quick. Bye-bye. I put on too much. Too much! You know, I should have done this in full stream, but like, yeah. I just came out of the shower. You know, if they're family names, I bet it's a clan thing. So like, they're part of a clan that has a family name or something like that. Like a lot of people do it, but like it's more of a Chinese thing by the looks of it. A lot of the Chinese players seem to have some kind of identifier before their player name. So it gets confusing when it has their team name and then it has another identifier and then it just goes blah, blah. C1 Ian. So it's BUXIANGWANLE. Wanli? BUXIANGWANLE. Sounds okay, that sounds better. I knew I was saying the last part wrong. Valk versus TKT. Valk forfeited, unfortunately. Valk forfeit. So yeah, there's no battle. Good time. I will. The only other battles. The only battle is straight is that one. Well, the one I just put in anyway. Forfeit. Fucking damn it, man. Hey, are we ready? You guys, come in. Oh, cool. We got 15v15. Alrighty, they're almost ready. Actually, the new camera spot blocks out the chat here, which is actually really good. I'm pretty sure you could probably figure out what that line says here. You can see half of it. You can see line by line, so if it goes too quickly, you probably won't be able to see it. And it'll take some time to recognize it. Forfeit, forfeit. Ah! Paul G, ready? Kami's ready. EXD, ready? Are we ready? This is Riverland Castle. So, Riverland Castle, again, like, difficult ask to attack. Nowadays, anyway. Like, attacking's much harder. There are way better, there's a lot of staying power, if I gotta say so. Strong units all around. But, let's see their unit choices. We're about to head into the first battle of the day. Alrighty. Let's just turn this off real quick. We'll have a little look-see. What do we have here? Double tier 5s all around. Looks like two of their guys didn't go in. Well, two of their guys didn't go in. We've got Claymores and Halberdiers. Claymores and Halberdiers seem to be a nice pick. What is this? Oh my god. Man, Kami with the troll 5 archers there. That would have been like, oh my god, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? We got 2 Metallitours coming out. GNG actually had 15 players before we started loading in. It looks like they're not loading in. I hope they've set their warbands, otherwise this is going to be an instant loss for them. They are attacking, so that's not good. A lot of poleaxes come out from Kami. Yeah, basically even spread out from BXWL. Oof. I'm not sure what happened here, but one of their guys just yeeted themselves. Yeah, probably. I mean, TKT's normally been a really good team to watch. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh my god, what did I do? What did I just do? Alright. That, did a lot of things. That gave me a headache. Oh, my goodness. I don't... Two of their guys just yeeted themselves. Let's see if they come back. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, there goes another guy. Man, that's really unfortunate. Again, like, during these tournament things, you have to rely on your own good internet connection. So if your internet connection is really bad, you get situations like these where it's just like, You're playing with less players. Hey! One of them just joined in, and it does look like he has a full warband. Not sure if it's the one he wanted, but let's hope it is. Alright, so we got Metallatours shooting over the wall. This is from safe position. This one is trebable. Actually kind of safe. I think only one treb actually goes through, and it's one of these ones. Yeah. Oh, probably common. But, I don't think these siege towers are going to get up anytime soon. Only 2 siege towers. Last resort is to climb the ladders or go through the front gate. Riverland Castle. Up very, like, yeah, extremely defender orientated map. I honestly don't understand why they went for this map. The beginning parts, like, not even only the beginning part, but like even the secondary part's really good. You got good positions for nice range attack just shooting in. And like what I classically like to do is sit like a ranged unit here and just shoot down the stairs on this side as well. And that can be easily done. Otherwise you could like load up a ranged unit on this wall here and shoot towards that supply point. So there's a lot of good spots for ranged units to take a good advantage. They're throwing up some surf units up the ladders here. I don't think they're going to make any headway. Probably catch some free Iron Reapers at most, but it doesn't look like anything substantial coming out right now. Waste a couple of bullets from the terrestrial. Yep. We got some come up through here. Too bad they don't do anything too damage-wise, since they did catch a little bit of the terrestrials. Terrestrials are pretty tanky, if I do say so. We got a nice setup of Fortibrachos, Medal, Flamethrowers, and Claymores in the A point. Very strong setup, I would say. Claymore's doing a massive support. About 35% melee resistance or something. Does look like they're going to go for a main gate push. They are forced to do it. Not that it's anything good. Ballista shot smacks 2 of them. No deaths so far. So far, it's still a 14v15. So, one person did join back. We're just waiting on the other person to join back. It was a 15v15 before we started the match. Whoa! Ballista shots coming in. Don't know which from. Right there, actually. I'm looking right at it, and it's just not... I can't see it for some reason. They do know it's basically a death sentence if they go from the front. They have to catch them by surprise, and that's not going to be easy as they're not even pushing the siege towers right now, and my goodness, like, even if your team needs to cause a distraction, push those siege towers at all time. We've got Iron Reapers and Royal Janissaries just climbing up, getting slaughtered as an Iron Reaper pile just continuously smacks them. But finally, they get worn down as the sheer number just get up on this wall. Man, that was brutal. Lots of losses coming out for BXWL. But they're gaining superiority. Let's see if they can push. They need to get one of those siege towers to push up now, but a battle rages on. The heroes from either side don't want to seem to go in. The Iron Reapers are very dangerous. Iron Reapers from the defender's side does seem to make a lot of headway, but more and more units are creeping up. KAMIKAZE holding back slightly. I don't know why. Looks like a rotation of people just now. But the full commit, oh my goodness. Iron Reaper and Royal Janissaries on nearly every ladder. That is amazing. A push here on the right-hand side. Like a counter push on the right-hand side. They will clean it up, but well done. Well done actually making it to the B point. This is where wall control can get you those siege towers. Push a siege tower now. Come on. You can do it. Push a siege tower. Like, you're gonna do it. You have to do it eventually. Otherwise, like, you do it now as you're pushing. That way you can have more avenues in the future. But, like, even this scenario where you got B for free is just like, what do you do now? You're running low on options. Because I'm guessing taking those, like, the heavy losses out from the tier 5 from pushing was super bad for BXWL. BXWL, like, I love the commitment though. The climb. Classically, I've seen, like, one of the things that back in season 1, in fact, VN was known for their infantry push up this triple ladder wall. They would throw units up here, treb the crap out of you. They would take a fight here. Like, if anything, I think if the defenders decide to go for a wall hold, you need to take a fight here. This is probably your playground and is the best place to go. Otherwise, if they're weak on the front gate defense, you can always go for that one. But man, I would not be confident in any of those maneuvers. I'd always want that siege tower up on the wall, just so that once the siege tower gets on the wall, you need to be set because the stairs don't really allow you to turn correctly. So siege towers just come up, turn left and turn right. But defenders, if they're not on the wall already, they'll come up the stairs, do a 180, and go in. So that is a very difficult task for defenders if they're not already in place. So you can catch them rotating from main gate to wall. In the meantime, we did watch BXWL finally push a siege tower. They built some mortars, in fact. Probably gonna make a scattering here. Definitely good time to put some pressure on some areas. I'd love to see some range pressure, but lots of heavy infantry. One Shenji and one Metallitor coming out from BXWL. BXWL just gets smacked by one Metallitor pile. Aiming a bit high, missing the mass. Going for the grape shot. This is a good... Whoa! Massive catch out here for the Royal Janissaries Medal. And... Oh, no, just Royal Janissaries and Medals, but that just looks like... No, just looks like Iron Reapers and Medals, that section here. Whoa, massive push from behind here. This is going to be a sandwich. BXWL needs to recognize this, otherwise they're going to lose their entire back line almost instantly. As the Shenjis disappear, the Metallitors are going to be next, but they pull forward, in fact. These guys are kind of in a good position, but they've already pulled forward away from them. You need to pull these guys up forward. Whoa, BXWL going in deeps for them. Still 14v15 by the looks of it. That's very unfortunate. This Treb, I'm not sure what you're looking for. I don't even think, yeah, just get stopped by the umbrella here. Clean up in the back. One by one, BXWL do fall. I'm not sure what they could have done but definitely could have isolated here instead of pushing the advantage. Again, you wanna try to secure avenues for victory. Avenues for victory is the A point. Grab the A point, push on forward to the next point. But also the extended line here. You got your backside exposed, getting crippled as you try to push forward, and as you push forward, more unit reinforcements comes in as that back line still not being dealt with. So in the end, BXWL gets cleaned out by the defenders very easily, and as you can see, the exchange is still on the up and up for KAMIKAZE. Kami is playing this quite relaxed. I do think that they could have stranglehold a lot better. Good catch out up top here, but I think it was a misplay from BXWL by being too aggressive in that scenario and not protecting their rear, even though they probably knew a rear attack was coming. Does look like we got another fight on the wall. We're down to surf units, a couple of surf units coming out. BXWL probably is down to their last tier 5. Lots of surf units. Yeah, lots and lots of surf units. Not grabbing the A point was probably a good choice. Man, don't let this go on for any longer than it has to. Very upsetting that one of their guys did yeet themselves. Again, hasn't returned. One of the members have permanently DC'd. Haven't come back yet. Whoa! Did you just see that hero get absolutely deleted as it just walks up? Claymore's also getting caught here. This good pickup, good pickup. Well, through the front gate. Demez Pikemen try to do a little bit of damage, but the Medaus will two-poke them down. We've got some flamers here on the field as well. Not sure if BXWL has anything to deal with them. Prefecture Pikemen didn't charge in, and instead, oh, no, there goes the charge, but at point-blank range. Cataphract. Oh no, there goes the flamers! Cataphracts is making their way, making an absolute mess of the defenders right now. You don't need to go any further. We got two Cataphracts just absolutely bodying the defenders here at A. Do they want to get A? Looks like they're going to keep going. The tide is turning. We still got a couple of good tier units. We got this, whoa, Longbow coming in. He is surviving so far. We got Glaive switching out. The Glaive is on super low health. Tries to get away, but he gets smacked down. He jumping off the horse, probably a mistake. Nice pressure. The Cataphracts coming in, squashing. I'm not sure if that was a terrible setup from KAMIKAZE, or they just... KAMIKAZE losing out quite a few units and heroes there. But now the tide has turned. Both sides have Cataphracts. Cataphracts are probably the key factor. It will come down to who has better units in the end. Medal's fighting here. You got 7 Trebs still left. So here comes the Treb finally. I mean, BXWL really need to make use of every single asset they have. Let's take a quick look at how many cannons they've got left. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They got 9. They got 9. They got 9 artillery left, which will come in handy. Able to set up on top of here. If they are able to set up on top of here, that will be glorious. But I don't think Kami's gonna make it easy for them. So you really gotta. I'd send a surf pile to one of the sides. Have the Cataphract in reserve. So as the surf pile comes up, they get smacked basically. A little bit of a distraction. The second side pulls up with the stronger force, so they have actual good units. So like the rest of your Medals. Oh, the Tundra unit you can just throw straight in. So you got 2 Medals. Oh, actually, the guy who had the other Cataphract died. I'm not sure if that Cataphract is still in play. Not very many units, so you don't have very many choices. I think a split push would be bad. A consolidated push is probably your best bet. You're really gonna have to choose to use those Cataphracts at the right time. Gotta do it while the Medals are locked up. Regular pikemen, like Pike Militia, won't do anything to the guys. Good Treb here. No, maybe not, actually. It might be a gamble. Yeah, no, they've gone forward. Doesn't hit in the back. Very unfortunate right now. They're trying to pull up, but it's not working. This is going to be a side charge. Like, I would charge this section here, get through the Medal, swing around up, actually. Whoa, what am I doing? I'd swing around up and hit them across the side like that. But BXWL could not make the stairs. Cataphracts coming in. Pretty ballsy, if I do say so. But mostly the Medals stopping them. But the Cataphracts do make it through. That's to the merit of Cataphracts themselves. They have quite a bit of tankiness while they're charging. They're not particularly easy to kill. And they have a superior number of models compared to other cavalry units, having up to 21 models in a full squad. But with 2 minutes left to go, I think it's going to be a done game. BXWL, good effort. I mean, absolute unit. BXWL coming in with an attack with only 14 people. Do give them benefit of the doubt that if they had that 15th player, they could have taken this. I believe they could have taken this. That extra player would have been extra resources. Do note that like both teams are similar in number, but one extra player down could be about 100 units, 100 to 80 units. So So those 80 extra units, add that on. Probably even right now, if those 80 units were just split between just 3 other guys, you could probably make it do. A lot of those high tier units are severely damaged. Like this Medal is basically at 2/3 strength. Cataphracts probably wounded to hell now, but probably not actually. They're probably still half strength. Probably more than half strength. The sally out is real. I mean, like, BXWL doesn't have anything left in the bag, so we'll have to give this to Kami. Defending. Let's,
My axe can't handle.
the unit different in the end. Really couldn't drag that back. The exchanges from the ladder is really brutal. Really brutal exchanges here. This front here was probably the best exchange because they were able to get one whole Iron Reaper up before they even reacted. This this ladder here got a Iron Reaper Royal Janissary up on the wall, but really didn't make any headways as they get trapped. This one just actually joined up onto the force here, but I think did delay the section of the enemy defenders. And there we go. Congratulations for winning the first round, Kamikaze. As you can see, one of the members from BXWL was DC'd, but as you can see, these guys are not doing terribly, only with 14 players. But saying that as well, Kamikaze is no slouch. We've got definitely almost a double performer from a glaive player, in fact, killing 1300 unit score. Unit score is 700 for about a warband, but killing almost 1400, you're going to kill two warbands worth of units. That is pretty incredible. I think 1000 is pretty much the peak of good plays, but getting up to almost 1400 is even more incredible. But for the attackers, again, a lot of them permadeathing out. One or two of them still on the field. I think... Whoa, Kami actually lost someone here. Overall, good performance from BXWL. I do think they have a shot at doing the defense. It might come down to a field battle. I hope it comes down to a field battle. Just very unfortunate that BXWL did not get that 15th player. But with that out of the way, let's head over to the next match. It will also still be on Riverland Castle. Dun 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 dun. SG power. Looks like Tid is... Whoa, did I just spit out? I did. Looks like Tid versus Ama is going for their round 2 on Sun City. If you want to check that out, I'll post a link for that battle in a few. Well, I mean, I would have already posted it. There we go. Second battle. Let's go. Get ready for the next battle. Hi, Ozzy. Oof. I think one of the most exciting things about CB is that when you get to see things that you never really expected. I'm still amazed. I'm honestly amazed that how far BXWL actually pushed Kamikaze. In that scenario, I probably wouldn't have gotten A. I probably would have lost all my units by then. Or I wouldn't have gone up the ladders. Like, my confidence for those ladders are 0. But BXWL did show you that the ladders are a viable option. Commitment is key. I think Kamikaze was too wary of the Trebs waiting at the back. So, letting up a couple of units turned into a lot of units. So, commitment, commitment, commitment. When you do a push, you do it together. We're gonna see round 2 on Riverlands Castle soon, with BXWL now defending. I only hope that all their internet holds out. Have to wait for a little bit as we wait for 15 players come in. They're loading. Loading! Wait! Restart. Ready? Oh my god. That's a quintessential. I should be sleeping, but I'm here listening to your amazing voice. Ah, thanks, Ozzy. This is a bit delayed, but I mean, like, thanks. You're amazing as well. And I'm glad that you enjoy the commentary. Hey, got 14. I need to play. Oh my god, you're playing ranked right. You're playing a tournament right now. There is a prize. There is a massive prize. 10 grand, I think, for the winning team. I mean, split between 20 people, that'd be like, what, $500? That's still a lot of money. For playing video games? That is like amazing. What's ranked compared to actually earning money? Really good turnout for teams, in fact. We have 50 over teams. I suspected that we'd get a couple of people, a couple of people forfeiting. So far, we've had roughly 5 people forfeit. Definitely more than that, actually. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people forfeiting by the looks of it. Yeah, 7 people forfeiting. It's just very unfortunate. Also just you can't really help it. Sometimes people just don't have the time to play the games, and it's a commitment. Honestly, a commitment. Never. Never! Never. Ah. Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi just played a rip sound, and it's just like, yeah, those aren't those like for the tournament stream. I don't have those enabled. No notifications here on this one, so I don't get to hear anything. Anyway, finally we got into our second battle between BXWL versus Kami. Kami attacking this time. Kami winning their defense. I'll have to give a hand to BXWL doing an impressive wall climb. I love ladders. I love ladders when they succeed. It's very difficult. It is an absolute slaughter. One Iron Reaper killed like half of Royal Janissary and like 2 Iron Reapers. My goodness. But the continuous line of troops being thrown up on the wall, amazing. The commitment from BXWL, awesome job. But let's talk about the heroes. Whoa! We got 5 pikes, we got 3 spears, we got 4 poleaxes, 5 poleaxes. No, 4 poleaxes. I'm counting that wrong. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, there is 5 poleaxes out from BXWL. Lots of Iron Reapers. A little bit, no Royal Janissaries by the looks of it. Kind of. Oh wait, no, we got 1 Royal Janissary. Does seem to be a theme with Royal Janissaries. Royal Janissaries does seem to be an attacker-orientated unit, kind of used to counter the Iron Reapers. But it's very interesting to see that Royal Janissary usage is fluctuating between attackers and defending. So it does look like people prefer using Royal Janissaries to attack, with a mixer of Iron Reapers, probably due to the staying power and continuous battle. But Iron Reaper is also amazing staying power with the heal, really rocking on. Just gonna take a look at the unit yet again. We got 2 Shenjis, 1 Metallitor. No, sorry, Nafan Guard. No Metallitors out on the field, so that's interesting. We do have a Nafan. We do have a Bastion Wildflame, so that's interesting. Paragon's Marshal is greater than $500. Yeah, probably. Oh my goodness! BXWL, what have you done? Can you even shoot? Or did you just shoot yourself? Nah, yeah, alright. So those culverins can actually get through. I think either one of the cannons. I think a friendly cannon shot that wall, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, that is brutal. Not a headshot, but I mean like, I've been hit by cannons before, and they take off about half your health if it's a headshot. Hey, Kami going in with a multi-climb here on the ladders, just with the heroes. Could be a massive death match, but it is a 7v4 if they went up. Oh well, 3 of them just backed off. The siege towers does look like they will be destroyed. This left one will be. This right one, a little bit sketchy. Whoa! That is shooting a needle through a tiny hole. Or a very big ball going through a very big hole. I'm not sure. We might get a bait out here. So what normally happens is that a bunch of surf units are thrown up, and whoa, Treb is in the back. Whoa, that is intense. I did not realize there is 3 culverins just sitting right here. Got 3 culverins on this side. Kami not doing anything about it so far. Doesn't look like they can. Just far enough away for the... Oh, no, wait. I think the short bow is making some headway on this one, the middle culverin. Better shoot that as fast as possible. You probably got around about 40 seconds before that goes down. A mole player? I don't think there's a mole player at all. Oh, wait, no, take that back. Kami going out with a 1 mole player. They're congregating here on the ladders. Does look like they want to make a play for something, but I mean, like, this Royal Janissaries and Iron Reapers are patrolling. I mean, I think Royal Janissaries would be better in this scenario, patrolling. I mean, they'd at least take a hit from a Treb better than an Iron Reaper does. Well, in my opinion, they do anyway. There goes the army of serfs. Let's see what happens. I mean, realistically, what will happen is, whoa, one hero being a sacrificial lamb as he absolutely gets bodied. Iron Reapers clapping on those Demez pikemen. I don't think any of the ladders are making any headway. Trebs is on cooldown? Question mark? No, it is not. More and more units just being thrown up for free. There's the Treb. Nice dodge. Prefecture pikeman, in fact, one of, like, whoa, comes in low. Iron Reapers take a massive hit. That's terrible. Unfortunate. You want to keep them there. The siege tower is still not making any headway. Sounds like the front gate just went down. Another Treb. Whoa, awkward angle. I'm not even sure who called that Treb in. That was... got 1 hit. No kills. Hey, there goes 1 Madao. Kami... not making any headway. Whoa, this is not very good. Not very good at all. Siege towers. Will they go down I think I'm counted up to 4 times. This will be the 4th time they go down. I don't think so. These siege towers. This siege tower might go down for a 4th time. This siege tower will probably make it. There doesn't seem to be any pressure from any culverins by the looks of it. BXWL doesn't look to station any forces on top of the wall now as they fall back. Let's, wondering what their plan. We got a couple of Iron Reapers here on the stairs, probably just to watch for another climb. I doubt that'll happen though, as the siege towers are getting very close right now. So, right-hand siege tower mounts the wall. Doesn't look like they're prepped for any kind of push. Got some mortars trying to take out those culverins. Culverins just a little bit too far back. Take out the Iron Reapers instead. Good shots coming through. Lots of damage. Well, I say lots of damage. Take about 4 or 5 shots from a mortar to take out an Iron Reaper. So, and that's a direct hit, by the way, I think. It's very interesting that this siege tower got stalled. I'm not sure what you're doing. Just throw it up there. You're like 2 seconds off. There is no resistance up here. There is barely any resistance up here. There's 1 Fortaratio, 1 Shenji, and Iron Reapers. It does look like more and more units are coming up. This is very bad. Like, why didn't you scout? Why didn't you push forward? Or was it just a massive bait looking for this front gate? A little bit indecisive since the switcheroo not coming into full effect. A switcheroo normally has a leading squad. Guys that go straight in, but BXWL already noticed this and have already made their way to switch down again. It's already way too late. Iron Reapers take a massive dump of... I'm not sure what to call that. Firepots? Firepots? We normally call them firepots? No deaths, but my goodness. Massively indecisive. 4 minutes to go. KAMIKAZE absolutely doing terrible on this attack right now. BXWL doing some work with the culverins, but not really anything fantastical. This will be our first major engagement We got the Palace Guards going in first. Nice knockdown as the Lethal March come out from the Medal. Massive pile-on. Holy cow. Imperial Spear Guards getting absolutely melted. Whoa, Flamers coming out. Oh my god, these Flamers are massive. We got also reinforced from the Port Braccio. Iron Reapers being thrown at each other like crazy. Flamers from both sides, actually. This is a massacre for both sides, just using sheer force. The Flamers doing most of the work, as both sides are really relying on the Flamers doing most of the work. Iron Reapers still standing strong though, but look at that massacre. Both sides losing out huge. I did not see the Medals come up from the rear though. Good pickup, I would say. All in all, Kamikaze winning out huge in that exchange. Still having some leftover members as well. BXWL not ready at all as the heroes come on through. BXWL throwing in their heroes was probably a massive mistake. They're going to lose some ground here. They will. I think massive retreat here would be in play. Cut them off here at A. Push them out. That might be a strategy. You could. I mean, a reactionary sally could work. A lot of players from both sides have died, but this is going to be a bit scary. Cataphracts going for the Iron Reapers, but a nice flail charge stops the Cataphracts in their track, trading really well, in fact. But the Cataphracts will go on through, those that survive, but it will be very few. We got some Medals also holding against each other. It's a brutal attrition war right now as members from either side do clock out. We got two guys from BXWL also dying yet again. We got XMJY and support. Does look like the Medal mass from the defenders won. This is a waste. Pull those Medals back out. This is really good because now the main mass of Kamikaze has died out. We got a good pressure. It could continue on as they fall forward. The question is whether or not the defenders keep going. Does look like they just pull out. XMJY covering the rear. Both sides do seem to back off. B was getting taken, question mark. B is for easy gain. There was no defenders there at any time, I believe. Does look like a massive retreat back into the base point. B will be picked up for another 3 minutes. That'll be 7 minutes to go. Realistically, around about 6 minutes before we can see the next attack at A. 45 seconds I'd give them to get that supply point, prep for an attack. Otherwise, 45 seconds just to go, just to get ready for that, just to get ready for the south stairs. The side stair here, I'll call it the side stair for now, but the south side stairs, otherwise the west side stairs. So the south side stairs, this one, the west side stairs on this side. Both pretty scary to go up, I would say. 20 seconds I would give them to get a attack ready. Otherwise, they're going to go down to one attack only. I think with only tier 5s, they will come down to just one attack. So Kamikaze really need to win the exchange here in order to win out. By the looks of the units out on the field, a little bit of superiority coming out from Kamikaze, but double Cataphracts will definitely turn the tide, but lots of Medals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Medals out for Kamikaze. But Iron Reapers are classically good against Medals, and especially XMJY. But Medals are still a staple in the tier 5 infantry, even if theoretically the Iron Reapers are better. They will make a mess out of your Iron Reapers with a lethal march into a Medal order, and that brace still makes them 8% more tankier against infantry. Going into a little bit of a shelling stage, I'll give them about a minute before they run out of time. How many cauldrons do you have left? Well, how many artilleries? You got 10 artilleries left to go. BXWL losing more lives than Kamikaze, which is a little bit strange. I think the exchange in the first round, well, in the first battle, really did a number on the heroes from BXWL. So I think that would be a factor when it comes down to heroes, well, lives at the present time. My goodness! Look at that pile up again. Whoa, look at the brace amount. Here comes a massive battle at the stairs. Good. I mean, Kamikaze also did this. They had some guys on the side here just poking on through. They can't seem to hold this front line here, but this line here on the side as they come up will be very brutal. Massive collapse in heroes from BXWL. I think overextending for the heroes, trying to keep them holed up. But Cataphracts finally come out, might turn the tide. Whoa! That is brutal. A corner here filled with Medals, just clapping those Cataphracts. Not enough mass, not enough heroes. BXWL, falling at the very last second. Unable to make use of those Cataphracts to the fullest extent. We have even more Cataphracts coming out. I think the over-reliance on Cataphracts here is a little bit too late. You're out of infantry, so those Medals will not get locked up like you think they will. And no one here on the point. Cataphracts also get stopped by an Imperial Pike March. Nicely done. Three minutes to go. Kamikaze will probably be able to close this out fairly easily. They have massive superiority in both units and control right now. Cataphracts also coming through, just deleting 3 heroes. What is happening? The Cataphract just deleted 3 heroes out from Kamikaze as more and more units just come flooding down. Oh no. Oh no. That Cataphract charge was amazing, taking out the 3 heroes as long as they keep those. Oh man, the brutal thing is that the Fort of Rashios are actually making a lot of headway there. But unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I mean, I loved that battle. BXWL, I mean, really putting up some effort in the defense, but getting caught out in 2 of the battles that weren't really I think the exchanges for the battles just didn't turn out in their favor. Both times. Heroes dying, it's a major factor. The heroes dying, the extended line, and I think this is where the setup was terrible. Not terrible to say. The setup was fine. The idea was fine. It's just in the small macro bits of the battle, you just end up with scenarios where they have a lot of Medals. You move into that Medals and you take a lot of damage. So what you really realistically want to do is that when you're defenders, you want your Medals to stay put. You want your Medals to just brace. Stay there. Let the enemy push on through. You counterattack very slightly. They lethal march into you. You Medal order and then lethal march, or just counter with another lethal march. I sometimes just take the brace on completely, then lethal march for a counterattack when more units come along, able to maximize some of the damage thing. But counterattacking in scenarios against Medals is very difficult because timing of skills and bracing will really lead to massive swings in the battle. I also think that the usage, they had a lot more Medal. You had a lot of Iron Reapers, so you needed to make good use of the Iron Reapers, but you couldn't, as you just probably let them go. I didn't see them for very long. I think the Medals just yeeted them with a lethal march, and they were easily dealt with a brace. Lots of Iron Reapers on the field, able to make a death ball, but just could not do it. So, BXWL misplayed on the defense. I do believe that they had a good setup, just could not execute properly. So that is their downfall. Heroes dying, probably also a really terrible thing. Kamikaze doing very well on the attack. Lots of commitment. Again, watching the sheer mass, the sheer condensed density of when they go when they go, everything is in. No one holds back, and that is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Kamikaze also coming out huge with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members hitting the 700 mark. No super outlier this time. No 1000s or 14 or almost or 1300s. Still coming out with huge 14 assists. Wow, Kamikaze Glaive, probably the same Glaive user from last time, doing absolute work. Probably the damage attack buff is coming in for those assist points, doing very well. But Polak's not doing too bad, probably with the CC. Oh, Longsword coming out with 800. Not sure, really sure how kind of weight these assist points. It's kind of a new thing. But I believe that is all. Let's have a look at the post-battle reports. So this is a little bit reversed. So the red sides are the attackers, the blue side is the defenders. So you could obviously see that, like, when they did the ladder push here, a bit of a sacrifice, they could collect a couple of kills. Massive exchange here with the right side right side tower push, absolutely clapping the faces of both sides with those flamers. Massive losses, but as you can see, the attackers pull out just a little bit ahead, having 1 or 2 squads still remaining. So in the second exchange here with the runoffs, basically in favors of the defenders, they chase out the remaining defenders and get a little bit of a pickup. But finally here at the last battle, the massive losses at the beginning, probably from serfs, but the headway was obvious. I think massive losses from being overly aggressive and not waiting for the enemy to make a move. You really want to cement your position and your advantage. And if you move into the enemy, that is their advantage, especially when you're talking about brace style units. Brace style units like Medals really are counterintuitive to defeat. You want to go at them very slowly, take them piece by piece. Trying to all in them all at once doesn't work, as they're very, very good at able to hold their position. Unlike Royal Janissaries or Iron Reapers, who predicate on just getting worn down, Medal's really, really good at keeping enemies at bay. That brace also really good at countering momentum. As you move forward, the Medal does more damage, so that is a key factor when you're facing a lot of them, and that is probably what won them the day. Lots of Medals. Cataphracts in the end make a mess of things, but did not change the outcome of the battle in the end. So that is all for the BXWL battle. I think we're gonna go for a short 4-minute break. Then we're gonna get ready for the next battle. We're gonna be watching the XMJY versus GST. Otherwise, it is the XManJiaYing versus Ghost. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I've been talking for like 3 minutes. I've been, oh my god. Ah, that's hilarious. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. My goodness, 3 whole minutes of just nothing. Just absolute silence. Uh, I'm not gonna rehash what I was talking about, man. That just... Oh, God, that's depressing. Oh, thank God that got discovered before, like, a match started. Imagine if a match started and I was still muted. Ugh. Yeah, it's a 3-minute delay, man. When we get the clean feed in the main tournament section, and we're out of the scoring phase, that is when it'll be live, so I get to communicate with you guys directly. Does look like we're ready to go. Whoa! There we go, finally. My goodness. So, first battle between XMJY versus GST, otherwise Ghost. I'll call them Ghost from now on Hidden City. Peculiar pick. Alrighty, let's take a look at their unit composition. Lots of short swords coming out from Ghost. Ghost coming in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short swords. Oh. We got 2 muskets only. Pole axes, lots of heavy armor. About half the team's heavy armor. XMJY going in with a mixture of things, but lots of medium armor, I would say. Actually, no, I take that back. About half medium armor, about half heavy armor. No light armor, love. We got 1 short sword. 1 short bow, in fact. Alright, let's keep an eye out on cataphracts, or tier 5 cavalry. We got 1 cataphract, 2 cataphract coming out from the attackers. No cavalry coming out from the defenders. The defenders going in with an interesting setup here. Look, 1 tier 5, 1 tier 4, 1 tier 2, and filling out with a tier 0. Tier 0s are below tier 1s. Tier 1s are around about 80, 70 leadership, while tier 0s go for 30 or 40. Double tier 0s for a couple of these guys. Nothing too fancy, but weirded out by Ghost going in with very little culverins. Lots of mortars, no culverins, no metallators. No metallators coming out from the defenders is a interesting choice. Not being able to suppress those siege towers. Again, metallators' effectiveness has been reduced nowadays. Their CC, amazing. Damage, not so much. Damage only hits around about 3,000-4,000 damage. Shenji hits for about 3,000-4,000 damage, so, like, well, that's a moot point. Not to mention, Shenjis can throw a grenade, so they got plenty of CC as well. Realistically, Metallators don't really fill in the role they're meant to. They do provide long-range support, but long-range cannonballs, but, like, damage, not up there. CC, it's a bit sketchy. Accuracy can do with work. But, I mean, in my eyes, I think, all ranged units should have their attack rate decrease a lot. Musket units, or gunpowder units in particular, should have their accuracy decrease. Maybe Metallators not so much. But musket units in particular should have their accuracy decreased by a ton, and you should increase their damage by like 4 times. Make it a one-shot kill. But that's my opinion. I mean, like, that's musket units and, gunpowder units in general. I also think archers and crossbowmen do deserve a lot of love. In particular, that, like, you need more upfront damage on the archers and the crossbows, but lower the fire rate, making them more interesting to play. I also think that there are other things you should change for ranged units in particular, as it can be a little bit oppressive when there are too many ranged units and you're just getting hit regardless, like a constant stream As you can see, like, they come in a little bit of waves, but eventually you'll get it in a constant stream. And I mean, I've been stun locked by a Metallitor all the time. There goes right-hand siege tower, middle siege tower, probably half. Whoa, no, it is not halfway through. It is about halfway through now. Left-hand siege tower, not even been touched yet. Alright, so not very much headway made for those siege towers. Did take out one of the siege towers. The right-hand siege tower, and I only now just realized they do have a Metallitor. One Metallitor out from Ghost, not enough to suppress all of the siege towers. Doesn't look like they're committing for the wall. Does look like they do a little bit of pressure. I'm not sure why they pulled off here. That is very interesting. MJX. XMJY. Why are you pulling off your units from pushing? We got a Royal Janissary racing up this siege tower. Alright, so no contest right now, no checks. Is this a game of chickens with grape shots? Alright, it is. Whoa! This is a game of chicken. How long until that grape shot reloads? Does look like A's just going to be given up for free. I'm not sure why they destroyed one of the siege towers and not all of them at once. A little bit of sacrifice could save them quite a bit of time. But this is not a bad strategy either. The stairs here have always been very brutal. Well, nowadays anyway. I mean, one of the classic strategies I see in ranked is these stairs are pretty much the only way to come down from. This stairs, I don't really see very many pushes from. If you come down, you run into this force anyway, and if you come down and around, you get cut off. You get cut off here for the supply point, so you have to go for the B point. But then the secondary force comes around and smacks you, so you get pincered really easily. So you gotta pick your fights. You gotta fight them where you want them, and this is where the arty comes in huge. We got a ballista downrange. Gonna make quick work of 2 units every single time, or just one if you can't line them up properly. Oh nope, that is 2 cataphract dead on the ground, deadly dead. I mean, done diddly dead. Alrighty, it is a spot, interesting spot. A little bit far. I mean, like, I just put it here and I'd still be able to shoot. But then again, it would be dangerous for counterattacks. Ooh. What was that? Trying to take it out. I'd give it a shot, actually. XMJY can throw up really high, so I'd get right underneath it, chuck the XMJY grenades right against the wall, and probably actually be able to touch it. Otherwise, you just have to challenge it with mortars yourselves. So, I mean, that would explain why they went with mortars here. Grape shots and, well, I mean, mostly grape shots. Grape shots, mortars, there's a little bit of culprit. Wow, this is an awkward scenario. This spear rolls out amazingly. Not a single touch by the Iron Reapers. Iron Reapers not even looking at him. Didn't even look at him funny. That's very unfortunate. Flail, Iron Reapers still suffer from issues where they don't attack at all in certain formations. I think in line formation they do attack, but in wedge or dispersed formation they don't attack at all. Like you can hit them and it'll be like, oh, I'm taking damage. Let me like not do anything. Wow, that is very unfortunate as some Royal Janissary is getting stuck here on the ground. They get pummeled to pieces. Two more Iron Reapers getting pegged by the ballista. Not really the best, but what can you do? Ballistas are out from both sides. Very little losses, in fact. Everyone's just shooting themselves with ballista. 1 death coming out from Ghost. Nice headshot. I'm not even sure where that's from, though. 14 artilleries to 10. So Ghost is being very conservative about their artillery, while XMJY does seem to have used quite a bit already, probably from overcommitting on some of the mortars here outside. Probably expected more resistance. Oh my goodness. Braced, this is an interesting thing to point out as well. Braced Medals can take 2 shots from a ballista, but unbraced Medals can only take 1. So this is actually really good, the fact that he just has these guys braced and just tanking the shots. That is, like, at most, this ballista shot will only kill maybe 14. These ballistas have, believe 14 rounds. That could be an entire squad, but Medal, only half of it would die to a ballista. So, it's not too bad of an exchange. Iron Reapers die with 1 hit. Royal Janissaries actually die with 2 hits. If you go bottom line, that is. If you go bottom line, they die in 2 hits. So, same with Medals, but Royal Janissaries can just be, like, in their normal state. They don't even need to do anything in order to tank the hit, which is actually really good. Not to mention, since Royal Janissaries can keep on moving and rotating, you could end up with your entire Royal Janissary be absolutely fine. I mean, I remember the days where I would just be walking around with on Daiso Fort, I would be walking around on the wall with my Royal Janissaries, and I'd get hit by ballistas from the attacking side, and it'd just be really funny because I'd just feel like I'd see 2 of my guys just on the ground and it'd just get back up. Losses are mounting. Like, the ballistas are doing work. I mean, they've killed basically a unit's worth of tier 5s now. Hey, Matadors fighting back. Trying their best here with that ballista. Nice curvature, I think. I think you can just directly shoot them, but ooh, close, but no dice. If you put it further back, like put it over here, that's finally good, making good use of those Metallators. Get in position, shoot those ballistas down. Whoa, here comes a Treb. Does it finish off the unit? Oh my goodness, I think only 1 died. I think it was already a half squad. No, only 1 died. We've got... It's an 11-man squad, so it's a bottom line one. XMJY needs to make a move eventually, but they don't seem to want to commit for anything. Ghost Short Sword gets rough justiced, but does look like he gets out easily. Lack of confidence from XMJY does seem to be apparent. Not really want to look for anything. Finally decides to come down. Big swipe, slamming that Medal into pieces. Here comes a brutal Flames as it absolutely crushes that center line. Really need to take out those Flamers. Doing some work against those Royal Janissaries. Royal Janissaries hold for 2 seconds as the Claymores actually Highlander right through them. Medal's heavy stack here. Imperial Pike March going in through, staunching the tide, but Iron Reapers leading the way, cutting a swath right through those Medals. Medals cannot hold, and they will get pushed out. An easy grab. Oh, a holding force at the back. The Flamers actually holding at the force at the back. That's not a very good move. They do lose the Metallators as well. So, here is a good question. Do they have enough heroes to pull units? Because Ghost is hot on their heels and doing a push. Really need to clean up this north section and come down as 2 sets of cataphracts just come out, or just one cataphract just comes out. And I take that back. One came out earlier, and it's a massive wipe for Ghost. The cataphracts are in full swing now. Ghost doing very well, actually, holding the right-hand side. the slow push from XMJY coming in as more and more units from both sides start clumping together. A little bit of a scatter here in the center. That Madao didn't last very long. The Pike Militia did not stand the test of time against those Cataphracts, just running them through. I think the Highlanders were basically, the Claymores were basically making their way through that unit. Anyway, B point will be an easy grab. 1,000 units from both sides. Plenty of units. Cataphracts really running uncontested. The Iron Reapers really need to counter. Oh man, these Madaos need to go in, set up. Flamers, point towards the Death Bowl. Every shot into those, Flamers go down, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think this pile of Iron Reapers and Royal Janissaries win the day, and again, the exchange just keeps going in favor of the attackers. There are some parts of it where it's an even exchange, but there's a lot of parts of it where the Cataphract is just going out of control, going in one by one, so you're not really making effective use of your unit. All in all, push back to the base point. Ghost is looking pretty grim. Lots of surf units being pulled right now. I don't think they've got very much left in terms of high tier units, but XMJY has plenty of high tier units ready to rumble, and I'm pretty sure that they will not have any difficulty slashing their way through. Cataphracts, wow, getting held back by Pike Militia, but the Madaos clear them up. I think only a couple of Cataphracts, looks like around about 5, maybe 6 Cataphracts died to that Pike Militia. Must be very, very afraid when a Cataphract runs through a Pike Militia and you just watch them get stunned. Really good note is, Defense Pikemen are really good at counter cavalry. Massive pile of Madaos here at the front as units of Iron Reapers pour on through. Imperial Pike Marchers. Look at the line of Village Watchmen just standing there. Trev coming on through. We got more fights in the back. Nice stun on brace. Pike Militia doing its absolute massive. But the Madao needs to brace here as Royal Janitary just walks on through. He cleaves that Defense Pikeman in half. But the tidal wave continues. Even the Village Watchman line breaks down, and it's a massacre now with no units left in play. We've got Imperial Pikemen marching on through, but it looks like it's just going to get killed. March forward! Man, you didn't even need to wait for your whole squad. If you're waiting for your whole squad, I'd group up first, then move. That way you don't have a trickle like that. Very unfortunate for Ghost here. Ghost putting up a good effort in some scenarios, definitely not clumping up together like XMJY. I think in turn just comes down to unit compositions just not being very good. Now a lot of Iron Reapers, they were expecting an infantry battle. Getting cleared out by the Cataphracts was probably not what they wanted. But all in all, slow reaction, and definitely we're not prepped. We're not prepped for that push down the stairs, even though they were expecting that long time just using ballistas from both sides. I mean, like, the defenders really just needed to wait for them to come down, but when they did come down, the defenders made a lot of headway, went straight to the supply point, grabbed the supply point, resupplied, and just smashed on right through. Doing pretty well for hero kills, but both sides did not really push the limits of each other, really just winning in decisive battles. So definitely thumbs up for strategy for XMJY. Having a little look at the unit kills, definitely massive overperformers for 2 of them. A third one is close to 900, so I put those 3 guys probably in the high tier. I do believe that this Pike would be one of the Cataphracts if I go look back at the VOD. scoring in definitely super high here. Lots of damage taken, probably from the Cataphrax, and lots of damage dealt. Anyway, let's continuing on to the defender's side a little bit. Defending side, not very many assists, actually. Like, a good thing to note is that the side that ends up winning has a lot of assists, so the hero battles definitely looks one-sided with XMJY pulling massively ahead. Alrighty, let's quickly get into the next battle before I get yeeted out of existence. No, I would put on the other side. How strange. Waiting on the world to change. Ooh, extra member from what just happened there. Waiting on the world to change. Here we go on waiting on the world to change. Me and all my friends are all misunderstood. They say we stand for nothing, and there's no way that we ever could. Now we see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep on waiting on the world to change. I know I sung a section of that wrong. It's hard to beat the system when we're just standing at a distance. So we keep on waiting on the world to change. Maybe I'll go listen to that song afterwards. Anyway, come on. We're ready? We're ready or not? Okay. Okay. We're ready? Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Ready or not? Here I come. Alrighty, second battle here on Hidden City with Ghost versus XMJY. Ghost, you gotta win. Otherwise, you gotta win your attack. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to win. You don't have a shot at winning. Otherwise, the point goes to XMJY. Come on, you can do it. But let's have a look. Again, looking at a little bit more medium armor, like one extra. Dropping a couple of the short swords, going in with more pole axes. No Dachi being seen. Nodachi is a quite strong class now, but I don't think runes are activated in this game mode. Got 2 Metallators coming out from XMJY, so they will be able to suppress 2 siege towers at once. Got looks like a ranged specialist going with the Metallators and the Nafan guards, both in the pocket. We got 2 Shenjis, very interesting. The Nafan guards can definitely turn the tide in one engagement, and that is probably all they need to do. As long as Nafan guards are around for one engagement, they can knock out a massive, like they could turn a fight super easily. Claymores could be used as a filler, but let's see. Tier 5, double tier 5 mostly coming out from XMJY versus mostly a tier 5, tier 4 setup, followed by a tier 2. As you can see, massive Culverin choice from XMJY, so they might want to end it here on the wall. We can definitely expect massive commitments for this wall with the heavy infantry being chosen. We got Iron Reapers and Royal Janissaries out. 3 Royal Janissaries, in fact. First time I've seen so many on a defense. Well, I mean, like, Royal Janissaries are up and down. Performance-wise, they can perform much higher and cleave right through other heavy infantry, but sometimes they get bodied out by happenstance or just sheer mass. Royal Janissaries do really lack the ability to make use of super stacking, or like hyperdensity is what I refer to it, as it is a term used in a different game. Does look like one of the ghost members has DC'd. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. But we continue on. It might be a 14v15 for a little bit. Hopefully Ghost comes back. Otherwise, that's going to be very upsetting. But I'll be honest here, folks. I'm not too much high hopes for Ghost winning their attack. I do believe it will just come down to XMJY winning. And I forgot to give you guys the other guys streaming the other battles. Man, I have not given you the other guys streaming the other battles. Let me just put that in the chat right now. If you guys want to go watch some of the other battles happening right now. Culverin's being built without delay, even though the wall arty have not gone down just yet. Treb comes through, might be too high. Yeah, definitely too high. Unless one of the shots comes super low. Man, that's depressing. Already wasted 1 Treb. Metallators will definitely make short work of the towers, as the right side tower taking the most hits. Middle siege tower making its way, but left hand siege tower almost destroyed, halfway down. I think the middle siege tower's, yep, 1/3 to go. Right hand siege tower almost 1 hit. Front gate might be bashed open. I mean, at this point, I think if they realize what's happening, they should go for a rush through the center. Rush through the center, pull on through, up around and into the supply point. Don't go directly. I mean, I think maybe going directly left could also work if you catch them off guards. But if they come down from the wall and intercept here, brute force it. Actually, just brute force it. Brute force it. Go straight through the front gate. Smack whatever's left of you. Get to this supply point. Hold it like your life depends on it, and sit there until the enemy gives up, or you die. That would be my plan. Ghost has seen the front gate. There is barely anyone there. I would be calling all my members, drop those siege towers, get through that front gate. I'd have my surf unit still pushing them, but I'd have every single member running straight on through. One medal on the supply point is probably a good idea, but that's actually to protect the Metallators. A little bit of a split here because you got forces on the right hand side, forces on the left hand side. So if you can go for a concentrated push through the front gate, it would be amazing. But let's see, massive wall climb here. They're going all in for this wall. We got 4 short swords doing a simultaneous push. Out PvPing 2 units and two heroes going on for that 1 short sword. A nice sacrifice for a distraction. I don't know what these 2 short swords thinks they're doing. You're not here to kill heroes, you're here to grab something. And he dies by full damage. A bit brutal here for the climb there. Catching... Oh man, trying to run away from Iron Reapers is always deadly. And he falls to his death. Damn, very unfortunate there. I would honestly try to go for that ladder. Even this ladder, in fact, a double jump onto the ladder and you're safe. If you can't do the rolling horse summon, a ladder is always your best option. I'd never jump off the side of a wall unless it's my last resort in order to tempt fate. But here we go. One of the siege towers getting very dangerously close, but it looks like it's going to be destroyed. Oh, no. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Not making any headway with the siege towers. Definitely going to be the last push of the siege towers. Otherwise, they're going to have to think of a different avenue. And the front gate's pretty much the only thing that is completely empty. Not being defended, actually. Ghosts have scouted the front gate twice already. A push straight through the front gate. Get everyone there. Force it. They want these siege towers up. Siege towers are great and all, but you're going to have to struggle against these culverins. You need to destroy those culverins. You need to kill these guys. Where, like, how are these guys not dead yet? It's already too late now with a massive setup of triple medals here at the front gate. I don't think they're going to make any headway here either. Interesting ballista bolt. Probably trying to peg the heroes. I wouldn't even bother trying to shoot them. Heroes can survive ballista bolts, and unless they attempt fate twice, there's realistically no reason why they should never die to a ballista bolt, unless it's a headshot. And I mean, like my skills are not very good in order to do a headshot on a moving target. Right hand siege tower making its way. Taking out that Metallitor on the right hand side means that there's no one pressuring this right hand siege tower, so they will get it up. But you're gonna go dangerously close. And actually, we got a culverin here shooting towards it. It's about to run out of space to shoot it, though. But that won't stop them from trying. Anyone else with a Yes, actually, there's one guy left with a culverin. Why does he should put one down? Put one down to stop this push, and then they would have to go for something else. Well, siege tower's up on the wall anyway. Ghost What are your plans? You almost been forced to go through the front gate. We've already spent quite a long time just sitting back and doing nothing. So I believe now is the time to decide. You've only got 2 avenues to go, 4 minutes left to go. That you can't afford to wait for that siege tower. You gotta make a decisive action. What is happening? Just all the serfs. I think they're trying to just bleed resources out from GST right here. Ghost is going to get an easy pickup of lots and lots of serfs. I think there's just delay time. Massive delay for time. Well, not very much time, but, I mean, they are wasting... not wasting to say... I mean, they needed to clear those A points off a little bit faster. Every second counts right now for Ghost. They'll have an additional 3 minutes now. But they'll still have to deal with all of the high tier units. They just picked off weak tier 0 units. Probably a tier 1 unit as well. The Demez Pikemen are tier 1. But in the end, I'm looking at this situation, and Ghost really has not made any headway in dealing any damage to the defenders. They are not pressured at all. They know where they want to be. Metallators are half strength, I would say. We got safe spots all around the place, trying to protect themselves from bombardment if it does come down. Choices of ballista coming out. I would definitely just take the fight here. There's not really any reason not to take certain fights. Present yourself down here on the side. Just looking one way. Have some guys come through the front. The worst thing you can do is split your forces now, because if you take fights, this could be a very bad fight. 1 Madao versus 1 Iron Reaper. Ooh, but more... Well, Shenji, not in position. Very bad position here. Really needed to get all the way up in that grill, getting that center line. But good, I think good discipline here. Good discipline here. Royal Janissary slapping that center line there. The Iron Reapers needed to go the moment those Royal Janissaries decided to eat on. Cataphracts are also eating their way through. This is a sacrificial side, as definitely more people. I think a little bit of Surf units, a little bit of fighting here. Royal Janissary pickup and a Madao pickup. So the exchanges were basically 4-3 here. So we're now going to pull over to the B side. So, gotta watch out for flanks here. We got a 1 Madao going super fast, as fast as they can! Oh my goodness! Someone turn around and stop this! The Metallators are about to be attacked. Someone scream for help! Oh my goodness. Now 2 heroes are on the back line. That is not good, but... Whoa! Watching out for the front line here. Massive win for, apparently, Ghost. Winning out huge as they're still holding this line. But the tide seems to be turning as a little bit of a mess comes out. Cataphract in the back catches Cataphracts. The Imperial Pikeman goes on to defend the rear, but look at the losses. We got 7 heroes dead right now. Going for a defensive play here. If they get pushed completely out, this could be savage for Ghost to get back inside. But lots of people about to respawn. This could be a awesome turnaround for Ghost. Hold this supply point. Hold this supply point. You come in through the front gate. Either go straight through the center or go for the supply point. I mean, I'd back up your friendly heroes and go for that supply point. Imperial Pikemar's trying to staunch that push, but Royal Janissaries and Iron Reapers cleave their way through. The south hold is doing well, but they'll need to turn around any second now.
Child's play.
Reinforcements from the south comes on through. Royal Janissaries are doing work as they keep pushing forward with Medals and Iron Reapers in the mix. But now Claymores, Iron Reapers, and Pike Militia holding for the attackers, getting slapped on the way through. I think a lot of heroes are dead yet again. The front gate looks to be a massacre in terms of units. Royal Janissaries cleaning up here. I'm not even sure. It looks like a Medal loss here, but Imperial Pikeman Medal. Lots of infantry out for Ghost here, losing massively. With 1 minute 20 left to go. Very few heroes left alive for Ghost. I don't believe that they will able to take this fight. I do believe the mixture of Royal Janissaries, Medals, and Iron Reapers win them the day here. Cataprax also doing massive work, but those Royal Janissaries are just taking the cake right now. I honestly do think Royal Janissaries are underappreciated here in the CBL. They're cleaving their way on through in good fashion, taking out some of the Medal sections. We got a Tundra Human coming out very late here, as I'd Treb. If you spawn, Treb. Just Treb. Lots of spawns coming through. I like the Brace Pike Militia scattered about just a little bit. The stun on Brace does work, but a lot of these units have a day's immunity. Imperial Pikeman through the center here, but actually gets clapped by an Iron Reaper. I think the Royal Janissaries are almost out. Take the fact is, like, nearly every single heavy armored unit still keep on going. There wasn't really much resistance as just low tier units. The Imperial Pikeman probably did work, but probably just got stopped. Too bad for Ghost here. Gonna be losing out for Ace Point. In the end, comes down to better plays out from MJY. Definitely better teamwork. MJY performing good strategy. They were on page with one another. They didn't really let any of their flanks go untouched. But when Ghost is put into pressure, they can commit to some fights. They were winning on some sections and they were losing on a lot of other sections. Unable to figure out how to break through the blockade is probably also important. I think they're a little bit slow to react to enemy weak points. I think they need to seize opportunity when they see it. Time is of the essence a lot because Ghost is sit back waiting. Attacks cannot be a waiting game. A waiting game is for the defenders. Defenders have all the time in the world while the attackers have no time at all. You want to be urgent, you want to be primed, ready to go at a moment's notice. You also need to set yourself up for success. So, get those siege towers up on the wall or look for different avenues. Siege towers up on the wall is probably one of the killers in games in CBL. You don't get the siege tower up on the wall, what is your plan? You need to have a plan to make sure you guarantee those siege towers up on the wall. You need to have a plan if your siege towers do not get up on the wall. Looking at the performance out, doing okay for the top rankers, but again, outperformers probably by the Cataprax users, but I'd say the Royal Janissaries and the Iron Reapers doing absolute work while the Medals doing support. Medals, although they might not be they might not do the amount of damage that Iron Reapers nor Royal Janissaries, they do amazing as a race style unit, able to take hits and able to dish them back. Lots of permadeath coming out in the end, but because of the slow attackers, there was quite a few people still left alive by the end of it. Realistically, I think Ghost is... I don't think Ghost will be able to perform against any of the top teams that I've seen from previous seasons. but XMJY definitely doing better than their counterpart for MJY. I do believe these guys are related since they do have very similar names, just one letter difference. Well, one additional letter difference. But I think that is all I can say. As you can see here, easy pickup. They let A go. They didn't want to fight on A, even though there were a lot of trebs down. The primary push here, massive losses for, well, not massive, but big loss for the attackers, and then a massive loss here for the extended fight. I think being down one in this primary section for the supply point was probably not massively important, but getting wiped here at B and getting scattered was probably huge. The flank coming in from the side, taking out those important Metallators, and Cataprax just weaving on through for free. You were able to win the B point for a little while, but the setup was bad. The setup was bad because the enemy knew that you would want to go to B immediately, and they're catching your flanks, man. With the flanks caught, it was just a landslide victory from there. Massive losses continuing on until the end. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. I will tell you what is the next set of battles, though. So, starting on the 27th, so that'll be the Friday. So not tomorrow, but the day after, on the Friday, we're going to get in A Division CTE versus Kami, followed by XDM versus DQS. In the B division, we have first up MJY versus ECL, and in the second round, we have DYT versus JKKT. In the C division, only for the second round, we have HKI versus OIO. So there's no first round for the C division. And the same with the C division, there is no first round for the D division. For the D division, we have SK versus VNI. So those are the battles we're going to be seeing on the 27th. Battles I will be watching will be, let me see. I will be watching, first up, wow, I can't even find my own name. Whoopsie daisy. I put myself down for two of the same. That is not good. Oh, well. So I'm probably gonna have to fix this, but I've accidentally put myself for two of the thing. But anyway, I will be watching DYT versus JKKT in the second round. I'm not sure which battle I'll be able to watch in the primary because there's only actually two battles being played, which is the CTE versus Kami and the MJY versus ECL. I'll probably try to get the MJY versus ECL battle, but that is all for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. But other than that, my name's Azakai, and have a nice day. Bye now.